o'clock in the morning. We are back after 1 o'clock in the morning. This is... Yeah, I think I did. Oh. We're back after 1 o'clock in the morning. And we are here to check out, hopefully we capture something on this camera. We'll be checking this out on our replay. So we're gonna leave this ball right here next to this doll and this REM pod running the entire time we are gone from here tonight. Right here is where this REM pod and this doll was at last time we were here. And right where the camera is at is where we had the rock hit the doorway. We're going to let this run overnight and see if this ball, REM pod, or doll is interacted with any spirits that could possibly be in this building with us.
I'm also going to leave my voice recorder running to see if we can capture any EVPs and see if any of them sync up with the camera if we do manage to catch any.
So this is going to run into the morning when we come back in here. It is now 1 o'clock in the morning, 1:01, and we're going to leave this room right now. It's going to run all night, and we will be back.
Welcome back to the Paranormal Encounters channel. I'm India Hopwood.
And I'm Connor Biddle. And in this video, we're going to show you what happened when we left a camera running overnight in one of the most haunted places we've ever been.
If you want to see the crazy things that happened to us the first time we investigated this location, we're going to leave a link in the description so you can go and check that out and get all caught up, and then come back here and see what happened the second time around.
So we're back at the Octagon Mansion, and we decided to leave the camera running overnight. This time we decided to bring a ball, put the same doll we used last time in a REM pod, and let it run overnight. Well, it was about 10 hours of this video footage that we went over, and we had a lot of weird things happen that we can't explain.
Now, I sat and reviewed all of the hours of footage that we took at the Octagon Mansion, and I can tell you, the entire time I was not bored. There are noises literally from the minute we leave to the minute we come and pick up the camera. It was crazy. I wasn't expecting that at all. And we want to go through some of those things with you. Now, we can't classify anything as completely paranormal because we only have one camera and the noises are all off camera. But we can tell you what we know, and we can let you decide for yourself whether you think it's a spirit or something else. We decided to bring back the REM pod this investigation since in the last video that we did there, it was really active and seemingly answering my questions. And what was really interesting is the entire time we were there, we didn't get anything on the REM pod. It was just quiet the whole entire night. So we did leave it overnight, and nothing happened until, I want to say it's probably around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. This REM pod had just been sitting there doing nothing the whole time, and we'll show you right now what it did. So when we first saw this, we were really kind of shocked by it because we'd never seen it go so crazy. And I did some research on it and figured out that when a REM pod dies, all of its lights do go off and it'll start beeping.
So we wanted to experiment with the REM pod, and we wanted to kill it ourselves and see if we could replicate what we captured on camera. The only problem that we had was when we tried to replicate it, the REM pod actually took, 30 some minutes or so to die?
30 minutes, maybe over 30 minutes. It took ages, and the green light that you see at the very beginning of the clip, that goes on for just minutes and minutes and minutes, and it doesn't stop. So we know that the REM pod definitely died at the Octagon Mansion. What we don't know is why it was killed so fast. Now, I don't know if different batteries can die in, different speeds, but I also saw somebody else's video that they did, and their REM pod also took a long time to die. So it's just a matter of whether or not it's paranormal, we can't really say, but we do know that it's kind of strange that it died so quickly. I mean, within seconds, like less than a minute.
And the REM pod's weird dying wasn't the only thing that we got on camera. We got many noises, such as what sounds like someone walking in the building, and we're gonna put some of those clips in here right now so you can see that.
Make sure you're wearing headphones because some of them are really hard to hear. It's quite faint, or they sound quite far away, but you can definitely hear what sounds like shoes on the hardwood floor, so take a listen. So you can hear there's kind of that really faint sort of walking noise going on quite a lot throughout the night. One thing though that we have been so confused about, and we have argued about, and we cannot wrap our heads around.
It sounds impossible.
So I was sitting there and I'd been watching the footage for hours and the sun was just starting to come up on the video, and all of a sudden I jump out of my skin, and I'm just gonna insert the clip in here so you can hear for yourself, because I can't explain it. You will understand why I jumped out of my skin.
Now, I want to make this very clear. There's only two people that have a key. The owners, which don't live in Wytheville, and John, who we stayed at his house. So there's only two people who have access to get into this building. When we left, all the windows are all locked, the doors are all locked. So whatever this is, we don't know if it's a person or if it's even paranormal. And if it's paranormal, it's really scary. Imagine sleeping in this place and hearing that noise in the middle of the night.
To me, it's really difficult to believe that it's paranormal because it sounds so real, and it sounds so real compared to the other noises that we heard throughout the night. Like, the other noises are quite faint. This one sounds like you can hear a person kind of get ready in the doorway. To me, I mean, if you put your earphones in, you can probably hear that it sounds like a person walking up the hallway, getting ready in the doorway, and then stomping their foot down, and then either dropping something, hitting something. I don't know what it is, but it's the weight of a person, and they're in that room and they're behind the camera. It's really, really loud, and that's why, my brain keeps saying it has to be a squatter, it has to be, John playing a trick on us. But I know for a fact that I did a lot of debunking, trying to debunk this, and we went back through and we listened to the sound of the door.
When we left the place the first time, we went back and listened to our car starting when we left, when we left the camera rolling. We listened to everything. And now our friend, there's plenty of videos that we have where he breathes heavy, so we can actually hear his breathing. So it is such a puzzling piece of evidence that we can't really tag it as being paranormal. We can't tag it as it not being paranormal. We don't know, because it sounds almost like someone did it themselves.
Now, when we come in and out of the Octagon, we use a back door. That's where the old bakery is. We don't use the front door, and I know for a fact that the front door didn't open because you would hear that really clear. Now the back door that we use to come in is really, really stiff, so it's really hard to get away with opening that and closing it without hearing it. And I heard a sound right before that I thought was maybe the door opening, but it's really quiet. But what's puzzling is you don't hear one on the way out. Like, you don't hear somebody leaving, you don't hear a car starting. You can hear cars starting. I don't know, there's so much to it. Like, it is so hard to get around that house without being heard. Even if you tiptoe, it's so creaky, and it's just so strange that it's just those sounds and then nothing else. It's really bizarre, and I don't know, we'll never be able to explain because we can't see it, but we know that it's really hard to
pull
off a trick like that and be able to get away with it is really difficult. So
we're gonna show you the clip again here.
Another interesting thing that we caught was what sounds to me like a doorbell. Now, there is no doorbell at the mansion, and I heard this sound a couple of times, and I'm gonna play it right here for you. So it's quite faint. You really have to listen hard, and I mean, I don't even know if you can hear it without earphones. It's a really faint sound. Now, there is a train track nearby, but that's not a train horn. That's not a train horn, and it's so soft, and it just sounds so much like a doorbell that there's no way that that's a train. And I can tell you what a train sounds like. I'm gonna put that in here so you can hear what a train going by sounds like. There's another musical sound that was caught on the camera that Connor thinks is a train. I don't think it's a train horn because it sounds so musical. You can hear like different notes in it, and it just doesn't sound like a train horn. Like, a train horn is so constant, and this sounds musical to me, and it almost sounds like an old organ. And again, cannot call it paranormal, but it's really bizarre because it doesn't sound like modern day music. It sounds like kind of an old instrument playing it, and it's another thing I'll never be able to explain, but it's really eerie. So give that a listen and let me know what you think this is in the comments.
Also, we took the initiative of uploading the entire 10 hours or so of the static camera that we left running. So you guys can see the full-blown video for yourselves if you'd like to.
Yeah. If you want to know what it's like to be a paranormal investigator and have to go through all of the footage, or if you want to kind of experience it firsthand as if you were there, you'll be able to see that we didn't tamper with any of this stuff. This is the raw video as we got it off the camera. We wanted to give you guys the opportunity to go through it for yourselves, and there's a ton of noises that we didn't include. This is just kind of the highlights of what we caught, but if you go back and listen to the video, you'll hear so much more the entire time.
If you guys hear something that we might have missed or that you think might be paranormal, just go ahead and leave it in the comment section, and we want to check that out too. The link will be in the description for you guys to check it out. It's a hidden video.
If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more from us and what we capture on our future investigations, subscribe and give us a like.
Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when new Paranormal Encounter videos, full-blown episodes, or short videos are out. We do have a cool location we are about to go film in upstate South Carolina. Be sure to hit that notification, that subscribe button, so you guys know when that episode is coming.
The next episode is going to be kind of a different episode, as we're going to be helping out a family that has called us in to see what's going on at their home. So it's going to be something a little different, and I'm excited for it. I think it should be good.
And we just toured this place the other day, and it's a beautiful home.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
Yeah, it's got a lot of history to it, a lot of character, and it sounds like there's a lot going on there. So hopefully we'll capture some good stuff for you guys.
Till next time, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification. We will see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.